Hey everybody. Today I want to make a little more progress on the 125, but a few things need to happen before we can move forward. First of all, I need to get more rocks. I've already acquired one very large rock to go in this tank. I don't know if it's actually going to work or not. That's it right there. It's a fantastic rock. I really like it a lot. I love the texture on it. I love the underside of it. It's got all kinds of cavity and texture. I just don't know if it's going to actually fit. It's really big. If we put it with this flat side here down, then it's too wide this way. It won't fit in the tank. This is actually flatter than it looks, believe it or not, on this corner. And with a little bit of propping, I could get it so this would be facing up, and we'd have to look at this width. And that would probably fit in the tank this way, is what I'm talking about, sideways. So I don't know if that's actually going to fit or not. And it's wider than it is tall. It's a little too stubby, if that makes any sense. What I'm going for here, what I want to do, is try to get a larger rock that's going to be at a fairly steep angle and fairly tall. I want a big rock that almost covers it. From there, I'm going to have another longer rock that goes up into that rock, and then another rock that goes onto that rock, and then another rock that will come here. So it's going to create this sort of rock slide effect. And then I'm going to lay some woodwork over top of that, and this log, if it stays in the tank at all, is going to go down somewhere on this end, and we'll do something else with that. So I've got a heap of rocks I need to collect. I need several large ones, and then I'm just going to need a ton of smaller ones. I've already got some smaller ones treating in the other room right now. In fact, they're done treating. All I got to do is rinse them off. I promise I will do a video about how I'm treating all this stuff. You can already see these bubbles in the tank. That's part of the process. That's part of how I'm treating it. This wood is too big for me to do anything with as far as boiling it or putting it in my oven. I don't have any other option than to treat it directly in the tank. I've got no animals in the tank or anything to worry about right now. So what I'm doing is I'm treating it with this hydrogen peroxide. I put one bottle of this in the other day. This is a quart. And I let that sit for 2 or 3 days, and when all of the bubbling started slowing down, I added a second bottle, and it's really doing the trick. You can see all the scummy, nasty stuff that's been carried up to the top. I'm going to get in today, and I'm going to use a bucket or something and just do a surface skimming and get all that crud off the top. And then what we're going to do next is we need water flow. We need water circulation in there. But I don't want to carry any of that hydrogen peroxide into my new filter. That is still in here in the box. We haven't even started putting that together yet. And then I'm going to have to get it cycled in. So what I have is my 850 gallon per hour Powerhead. So we're going to install this today and nothing more, and that will give me a lot of circulation around the tank, and it will actually move that hydrogen peroxide water around a lot, and then that way it'll flow through the gravel. Some of that gravel is new, some of it is old used gravel that I had sitting around in buckets, so God knows what kind of life was on that. And then again, for the wood, I can kill a lot of the superficial stuff and the surface stuff with the hydrogen peroxide in the water. But unless it soaks all the way in, any little worms or anything that have burrowed deep down inside that wood, they're not going to be affected by this treatment. And again, we'll talk about that later in another video specifically, where I'm going to talk about my philosophy as to why I'm treating the tank the way I'm treating it and how I'm treating it, so on and so forth. We'll get into that later. Today we are going to get the Powerhead installed, and then I also wanted to point out I've got some of these. I have ordered my bio balls and ceramic rings. Once we're done with the hydrogen peroxide treatment, then we're going to begin cycling the filter in. These little pot scrubbies, as they're often called, I think these are called scrub buddies or something. Scrub buddies. I get these at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree, and I get 4 of them for $1. So I have 16 of them, and these make fantastic surface area or biomedia. If you put one of the, stack a tray in your filter with one of these, they're full of surface area. They're designed to allow water to flow freely through them. They're cheap, they're easy to maintain, they're easy to get. You can buy them anywhere. You can probably buy these at your grocery store. They're just little pot scrubbies. Fantastic biomaterial. So we're going to start working on that in the near future too. And that's about it. This was just an update. We're not going to do any of that stuff in this video. I don't really know how my day is going to shape up today. If you look out the window, it is very gray and cold and windy, so I don't even know if I'm going to get out rock collecting today or not. Hopefully I will, but we'll see. But I got some stuff to get moving on with, so maybe later this afternoon at least we're going to get a video of that Powerhead and a little bit more of the treatment. Maybe I'll shoot that video about how I'm going to treat the tank this afternoon. So make sure you're subscribed any way you slice it. You don't want to miss all the good stuff that's coming up on this tank here. We're going to be doing lots of work as we start putting it together, and then of course once we get it cycled in and everything, we'll have to get it stocked and so on and so forth. And we can also talk about how I'm going to stock this tank later. I know I've been getting a lot of questions about that too. It will be a native tank, but we will discuss how it's going to be stocked later. I'm probably going to do one thing over the winter since it's so late in the year already, and then we can rethink it next spring. So thanks again for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed. Wish me luck getting that monstrosity in the tank or having something done with that. And as I said, please subscribe. That way you won't miss any of this stuff coming up. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you real soon on the next one.